Well, award-winning author Jonathan McDonald has just launched a new coaching platform to help businesses rebuild after COVID. Jonathan joins me now. Thank you so much for your time today.
My pleasure. Hi, how are you doing?
Very well. So talk me through what your opinion is on businesses rebuilding when it comes to the pandemic and the impact that that has had.
I think it's true that in addition to its impact on health, COVID-19 has had a major economic shock, and the impact on life and business has been profound for almost everyone, I think. And now I believe that it's the time for businesses to rebuild from a standpoint of reassessing purpose, personally and professionally. And I think there is hope, but it involves the proactivity of businesses. And what I've witnessed over many years of business is that companies tend to wait for the future to happen rather than build it in the present. And it's imperative that companies realize that today is the slowest pace of change we'll experience. And so there has to be movement from one-off change management and hoping that nothing changes again, through to the management of perpetual change, because that's the times that we live in.
And I understand that your platform, Powered by Change, is actually based on a best-selling book.
Yeah, I actually wrote the book several years before the pandemic. So prior to the pandemic and this modern context we're living in, the methodologies found within the Sunday Times bestseller had already been used by some of the fastest growing companies on earth. In fact, the chief executive of IKEA wrote the foreword. And during last year, the software platform version of the book was created without actually the knowledge that COVID would impact us as much as it has. But it was designed as a system that business coaches, new and existing, can use to assist companies in accelerating their growth. Now, of course, it's being used by coaches and companies to rebuild from scratch in some cases. And what can be found at poweredbychange.com is essentially a manifestation of everything I've lived through in my 30 years in business, but also every tool and every methodology that's been incorporated into the most powerful companies in the world, all in one platform. And it's tailored for those coaches and businesses wishing to re-establish themselves back to prosperity. And that's what I'm hoping that can happen for companies all across Australia and actually the whole world. I do think we have a hope for what's next.
So how can business coaches use the platform then to help businesses that are struggling during this time?
Yeah, so anyone can become a coach free of charge. There's no paywall to stop people to actually who can help to then help others. And going on to poweredbychange.com, you can get accredited, you get certified. It's your certification for life as someone who wants to help someone else in business. And it starts with an introspection, a question of what we really want to do with our lives and what we really stand for. And the platform helps clients go through how that aligns with the people that you're working with and the products that you're creating and the processes that you're operating with. And it's built for 2021 and onwards, obviously. It's not just for now, it's for next, in times of these fundamental changes. And I think that because this platform enables a deep understanding of why your fortune is manifesting the way it is and what your future is shaping up to be, it enables us to then work out what to do about it. It's a re-architecting of our entire business from a purpose and people perspective through to product and process. And I hope that people who have ever thought about being a business coach, I'm always that guy in the bar that advises everyone else of what they should be doing. Well, now there's time to be accredited with the actual tools that actually do make the difference for the fastest growing companies. You can get accredited free of charge.
So what other companies have used, I guess, some of these methods that you're talking about to grow?
Yeah, so inside Powered by Change, the methods have been used by, over the last 3 decades, I would say, from IKEA, Lego, Unilever, Procter & Gamble, Google, Apple, but also smaller startups, including Australian-based financial technology startups, and also less funky sectors that are in businesses that, like banks and old school stuff that seems a bit boring and it's not as cool as the other brand names. But it's agnostic to what organisation it is. I mean, the book has over 1,000 case studies in my experiences helping, 45% of the Fortune 500. But also, to be honest with you, there's lots and lots of startups as well that have used this, including my own. It's about the mindset, of course, of the people inside the company. It doesn't matter whether you're $1 billion company or a $10 company. It's whether we as people, as the winds of change are blowing, want to build a wall and try and resist the change, or build a windmill. And the truth is we all need to be building those windmills and the winds of change to be powered by those winds.